I've got to tell you something. You guys did great.
Who's Next podcast?
Man, a 70 calories a cookie that was specifically made for your fat ass.
Why don't you take your love and shove it up your big fat ass?
Who's Next podcast?
But it's not, because I can barely understand the fucking plot. And it's just like, the darkness, Riku. And I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, pretty much.
Who's Next podcast?
And then, like, somebody's like, hey, Ryan, you want to go see this movie? Like, wah!
Last year.
Okay. Well, we're starting. I'm recording now. And, hey, guys, another Who's Next podcast. We are going to get a little bit into E3. And we'll probably play a game or two at the end. You know, E3 is the big thing talked about now. And you have to forgive me if you might hear clicking, or I've got my dogs. I have a husky in the lab, and they have to be inside because it's storming outside. Well, raining. Not necessarily storming, but it was raining. And it's all muddy out there, so I have them inside. They should be okay for the most part, but I doubt they'll do much. Unless somebody comes by, then they'll start barking.
That would be bad.
You're just like, Roo.
We'll just incorporate it and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, there'll just be a new drop. Yeah, whenever my wife's friends come over, they're just a bunch of dogs. Anyways, oh wait, hold on. No.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's already started.
It's already starting.
Yep, one's on top of me, and the other one's trying to move. I'm not talking about you.
Did they, like, hear you barking, and is that what triggered
I
that?
don't know.
You said something, bro?
What's up, bro? No, but Sarah was trying to move and was pulling a wire, and now Tundra just can't get enough of me. Get off of me. Anyway, so E3. Always a good time of year. Get to hear about all the new games that are coming to our consoles and everything, and what's coming out for the end of this year, what to look forward to in the next years. So, oh my God. Stop. Jesus Christ, you don't understand. This is a wire. You can't move through it. Anyways, all right.
Like fuck you can't.
Remember how Link brought down our first PlayStation 2?
Am I fucking retarded?
Yes. Oh, okay, yes. I do remember that.
It was like a day, or maybe the same day we got it. It was like
Yeah.
really soon after we got it.
Yeah, he runs through the wire and just pulls it down and just boom.
That was it.
Yep. Yeah, Sarah breathes heavy like a motherfucker. But yeah, anyways.
Your suffering will be legendary.
Yeah. So. Oh, wait.
What just happened?
Yeah, you just heard that, huh?
Oh, no, it's gone. There's nothing
Yeah.
happening now.
Let's see.
Gross.
Still hear that. It's still picking up in the recording. It just got quiet.
It got really quiet all of a sudden. Oh,
There it goes. There you go. You can hear now?
I think so.
All right, technical difficulties.
There's going to be some serious editing going on with this
Yeah,
cut.
there'll be some technical difficulties throughout, so sorry, guys. Anyway, so back to E3. Let's go ahead and break down from system to system. We'll do Xbox, Nintendo, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony, and just kind of talk a little bit about what we think is going to happen. Microsoft right now is doing their press conference as we're talking, so we'll probably find out if we're right about anything. And Sony's, I believe, is happening tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. And Nintendo should be, like, either Nintendo is tomorrow or Sony's tomorrow, and the other one's, I think, Tuesday or something.
I have no idea.
Yeah. And then there's a couple of, like, developers that also be having their thing. Like, EA had theirs yesterday. So, so first off, I'd have to say, I start with Microsoft, and I'll go ahead and get to them. So, this, is, of course, is our segment. Talking shit. And Microsoft definitely needs to come out the gate swinging. Their console is a lot of weird stuff happening with them. They're coming out with this new console, the Scorpio, supposed to be the best console out there.
Doubt it.
And no, it is. I mean, according to the hardware and everything like that, it may not be the best console in the way of what games are available for it, That's definitely not going to be the case unless they really have some amazing games coming out soon that are exclusives. But as far as hardware goes and what it can push out, it definitely will be that. I've heard already that they're calling it Scorpio. And a little bit of the press conference I heard before we started recording said that there's like, I think about over 40 games they got coming to it. And 22 of those are like exclusives.
Now, it's not going to be like Scorpio exclusive. Like, you can get it on Xbox One or Scorpio?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can. So the big thing they need to do is get exclusives. Because the biggest exclusive they got is like Halo, Gears of War. And it's like, I think they need new IP. I think they definitely need like new games, new stuff. Just the old shit ain't gonna just cut it. Like a new Halo's nice, okay? New Gears of War, okay, that's nice. But even like the last Gears of War, it was good, but it wasn't anything like special. Like nothing that I think like PlayStation has right now as exclusives. I mean, you know, like Uncharted.
God of War.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that we haven't seen the new one yet. But like Uncharted 4.
I've seen there's like a lot of footage out for the
Yeah,
new
there's,
one.
there's a lot of footage
well,
of War 4.
Yeah, I'm just saying like we don't have it to play yet. As far as games that are already out.
I was talking about like a franchise though.
Yeah,
That's like,
okay.
that is a pretty heavy hitting.
Yeah, if you're talking about
exclusive.
French fries,
Yeah.
Uncharted,
Talking
God
about the
of
French
War,
fries, that's right.
French fries, Uncharted, God of War.
Somebody's hungry.
Yeah.
I got you some cookies, man.
Yeah, cookies that I'm not gonna eat.
Man, they 70 calories a cookie that was specifically made for your fat ass.
Why don't you take your love and shove it up your big fat ass?
I'm gonna make sure Mallory listens to this because she specifically made it for you.
Why don't you take your love and shove it up your big fat ass?
Don't make a fuck out of me.
I'm gonna try it. If she made it specifically because the calories are low and everything, I'll definitely eat a cookie.
Just eat one.
I'll definitely eat one. I'll definitely eat one. I've been saying like yesterday I had like a freaking salad and salmon, and I cooked a salmon, just some meat, and then mixed it with a little salad and carrots and stuff, and so that was my supper. So and I've been staying pretty good with it. So okay, 70 calories is not bad.
Exactly.
70 calories is not bad. Well, I will get into that a little bit later about the weight challenge and all that, and we'll talk a little bit at the end. But no, getting back to Microsoft and everything, yeah, PlayStation has some great exclusive IPs, and they got some good stuff coming, like the Spider-Man game. You can't beat that.
I'm super excited for
shit's
that.
great.
Shit looks amazing.
It looks fantastic. And all I've seen is like that one little teaser that they released. Unless there's more that they've released.
No, there isn't.
I definitely silenced my phone before. I don't know why it's ringing right now.
Yeah, this is going to be the episode full of mistakes.
Is that your wife calling to make sure that Seth ate that cookie yet?
Yeah.
No, that was actually Dad. He's probably wondering why I just ignored him.
No, yeah, well, that's fine. That'll be okay. But I mean, me and Ryan have Xboxes. You don't. So as far as me having the Xbox, I would like to see more exclusives come out. In the beginning, when Xbox One first came out, Xbox One had some good exclusives, and they had some good stuff down the pipe. And it was like, damn, what's Sony doing? Like Sony
In the
came out.
beginning, Sony was kind of like.
Yes,
When I first got a PlayStation 4, I was like, I ain't got shit to do on this thing.
Yeah. That's how it was because they came out with I think they had like Titanfall that was exclusive that came out.
Titanfall, Rise, Son of Rome.
Yes, that was
They
exclusive.
just dropped
Dead
Final-
Rising.
Dead Rising.
Dead
I'm
Rising.
still upset that I never got Dead. I really wanted to play Dead Rising.
Yeah.
I have it at the house if you want to check that out.
Well, he don't have an Xbox, so he...
Yeah, I
Didn't it
had to
come-
come.
But wait, didn't they release that for PlayStation 4?
When it first came out, I read an article that said it was slated to be released in a couple years.
Yeah.
But then, I think when I looked at it, I don't know how recent it was, a couple years back.
Yeah.
But well, hello, Sarah.
Yeah.
But something happened, and now it's not ever being released on PlayStation at the moment. There's nothing.
But I think the fourth or one of the Dead Risings is out for PlayStation 4.
Dead Rising 1 and 2.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Because I wanted to play 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 was pretty fun. I liked that. I didn't play the 4th one. 3 was
Actually,
pretty good.
I played the 4th one at my buddy's house. It's really fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's better than the 3rd one.
It's funny, though, because the 4th one I felt like
It-
didn't really have much
it
marketing.
had no- yeah, it just,
kinda
like-
came
it just
and-
dropped.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was kind of weird, especially when they don't have as much exclusives.
What do you want?
Tundra, will you get away?
I think one of the exclusives.
She's just like put a pause on the table, and we can all hear it in the mic.
You got something to say, Tundra? What
if
you want to add to the conversation?
actually, what swayed me to get an Xbox One, as far as exclusive wise, is when Killer Instinct dropped.
Yeah. Oh, Killer Instinct was pretty good when that dropped.
Yeah, because I've been waiting for a third Killer Instinct for the longest of time, and all I got was KI Gold, which is pretty much 2, but released on the N64. So all the hype and all the fan-made videos of
Sarah's
Killer Instinct
breathing. I'm
3.
picking up.
Yeah. It's probably that. She breathes heavy as hell. This is probably going to be. I don't even think I can edit that out because
No,
it's going to be
that's-
mixed in. So,
We're screwed.
yeah, you're just going to be like, to the Xbox. And be like, is there a fat person really there? There is a fat person, but he's not the one breathing.
All right, so you're talking about Killer Instinct. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Killer Instinct was one of the ones that initially came out at the start, and it was like all these exclusives for Xbox
For the
that came out.
Xbox? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Xbox
around the
exclusive.
beginning of its life, yeah. And then they came out with like season 2, because they've been doing it in seasons.
It dropped originally as a free downloadable game,
Yes.
which I thought was awesome. The only problem is
You
they
only play
gave
as
you nothing.
Well, you play as one character,
One
and it
for free
switches
for 1 month.
Yeah, and it switches like each month.
But they're like, hey, if you want to go ahead and get the Ultimate Edition, you'll get all these characters plus these costumes.
Yeah,
Or
you
get
can you
the-
can buy like you can buy just the characters, or you can buy the characters and the costume, and you can get like the characters, the costume, and then like copies of the original Killer Instinct,
The arcades.
from that, and you can play all that.
I
So-
guess which was kind of nice because if I wanted these set of characters and I didn't want all these crap characters,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. But then slowly and surely, Xbox kind of just fell off. Halo 5 didn't get received very well. Dead Rising just kind of came and went like a fart in the wind with the 4th one. And
Rise, Son of Rome, just
boy, that was the
sucked.
one and done.
It's
Well, people gave it a good bit of praise. It wasn't as bad.
I
think,
was not
as-
one of them.
Yeah. But then now we see like Sony has got like shit.
They dropped bombs.
Yeah, they got Uncharted 4. They've got that Neo game that's exclusive. They've got that Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that.
It did really well.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
I was kind of bored
They
with it.
also dropped a complete remaster of Last of Us, especially if you like
Yeah,
the game
they
for
did.
PS3.
They did.
Bam, they redropped it.
Yeah.
That game was fucking great.
Yeah.
Until Dawn, if you're into the 80s slasher genre, they dropped that too.
That looks silly.
It was actually
It was pretty good. It
was
just
pretty
looked
good.
silly to me, but I never played it.
It was pretty good. The ending was straight up terrible. But
Yeah.
it was a good game.
Well, this E3, I'm hoping to see Xbox come out. I know the EA conference, they did a release. Wonderful. the EA conference did a release, and they talked about they got a new game coming out, Anthem, and it looks like it's going to be like a sci-fi shooter.
I've never heard of this.
But they were making a comment like, "Oh, here's like this opening trailer. It didn't show much, and you're going to see more in the Xbox E3 press release." So this Xbox press release should show a little more on that game. That game looks kind of interesting. Then there was Metro, which we saw a little bit of gameplay on before we stopped watching the
Oh, I didn't catch
presentation.
that.
You
I
didn't
didn't
catch
see any
that.
of
That game looked pretty good too. Like it looks great. It's like a first-person shooter, that kind of stuff. But it's like in a sci-fi type. They showed him with like a crossbow. He was going through these kind of like, I guess you'd say like wildlands with some like ruined cities, or like I don't want to say city, but like some ruins in the area. And like this huge like bear creature thing comes out and starts like chasing you, and he's like shooting it with this crossbow, and one of them looked like it had like explosives to the arrow and like that. So I mean, that looks like it might have some promise, but I don't know if those are exactly exclusives. I don't remember it saying that, but I'd have to watch through again because I was a little in and out of that presentation for the little bit that we saw. It's okay, Sarah. You need to chill. Jesus Christ.
You know, for somebody like me who owns an Xbox, I really wish I would have went PlayStation route.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally got one.
I saw that God of War 4 trailer.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Well, this is the other thing too.
I'm about to jump ship.
Xbox needs. I'm wondering
They
what
need
they're
God of
gonna
War
do.
4.
That's all they need.
Yeah,
That's all they need.
That's
That's
all
it.
they need. Yeah. I'm wondering what Xbox is going to do with this $9.99 a month. Now, for the gold members like myself that just pay the online fee to pay $60 for the year, whatever. You get free access for a few weeks to their online, like $10 a month. You can play over 100 titles. 90% of the titles in the start are like 360 games. So there's like 2 or 3 that were like Xbox One games, and then there's like a couple of independent like Xbox One games. But there was like Halo 5 they had up there, and I want to say there was like one other one.
Is this where you subscribe to some sort of...
Yeah, $10 a month. You can
And you
download
can just
those
play it.
games and you can play them. Now, they did have some decent 360 titles, like all the...
That just never intrigues me, though. Like,
all
I
the-
don't want to do a monthly...
Well, yeah, well, not just that, but it's like, if it's like a bunch of old games, then you're not really going to be that interested in it as well. If it's like super old. Like, they had all the Bioshock games on there, and you could just download
Well, yeah,
and play all the
PlayStation has
Bioshock
like the
games.
same thing. It's
Yeah.
monthly, and I just...
Well, theirs is a streaming service, though. So where PlayStation's is kind of wrong is the fact that it's you have to stream while playing, and that could cause problems while playing. But with Xbox, you can download it to your system and play, fluidly. Like, it's not going to be an issue. So that's the big deal behind what Xbox is doing with theirs. But I don't know if they're going to make announcements about some major titles coming out, because I thought there would be more Xbox One games that we could play and download on this $10 a month thing. Like, maybe older games, but maybe ones I didn't get around to. Not old 360 games that I kind of really don't feel like playing, or I've played a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's going to be a little more in the press conference about that, and maybe how they're going to evolve that. I'm hoping that'll be better. But, we'll see. I mean, Xbox has to really knock it out the park here, because if they don't have good exclusives coming to this game, and that Scorpio is not something that's going to stand out, they're going to lose. It's going to fall off. It's going to be PlayStation and PC. I think that's what it's going to be. So,
Well, I mean, Nintendo's back in the game now, too. I don't know how...
Nintendo is, but that's another one. Well, let's talk about Nintendo now. We talked about Xbox a little bit. We can talk about Nintendo for a bit. Now, what do you think you want to see from Nintendo out of their press release that will be like, I'm glad I got a Switch? I know for you, that'd be you. You don't think you've got a Switch yet.
I don't have a Switch yet, but I do see scenes of Mario.
Yeah, the Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
What do you want to see from, like, what do you want to hear, or what games would you like to see? Because I hear a lot of people saying we need to see a Metroid.
I mean, honestly, the only thing Nintendo that I'm like a huge fan of is Zelda. I don't really care for Mario
I was
a
going
whole
to say
lot.
Donkey Kong, but I guess I was wrong.
If they
haven't
threw
done
out...
a good Donkey Kong game since Donkey Kong 64.
Which
Actually,
everyone
no.
hated. So
Actually, no. They did one on, I want to say it was the Wii. Was it the Wii with the bongos?
that was pretty cool.
Oh, that was good?
Yeah,
Okay.
we had it for a little while.
Yeah, I
and that
never
was
played it.
entertaining, but at the same time, I don't really like. It's kind of gimmicky, right? Like it's just an entire game structured around this extra
Yeah, a bongo
accessory
thing
you
buy for
have to
one
buy.
game.
Exactly. So like that kind of turns me off. But it was a fun game. Yeah, now that you bring it up, I did enjoy it.
So you couldn't have played the bongos with any other game?
Why not?
I'm just saying you couldn't.
No.
Really?
The
Yeah,
game would
there
have
was
to be
no other
structured
game.
around
The
bongo
bongos.
drumming.
I'm just saying. I know they had.
Do you want to play Metroid with bongo drums? Like you want to look around?
They had that Castlevania fighting game. I'm like, I'll play the bongos with that shit.
They made a Castlevania fighting game?
Yeah, it was for the Wii.
Oh, I didn't know that. Was it garbage? It's probably garbage. It sounds like it would be garbage.
My silence says all. Doesn't
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So beyond that, I mean, I think for me, Nintendo's got to just show, I think, just some more. What games are going to come to it that I can play?
I mean, what would
because I don't
appeal
even
to
think
me
all
is,
third-party games would be able to come to it. I don't know if it can handle maybe some of the games. Like, I don't know how it would be to play some of these shooters and stuff, or I don't see it being the platform for like Call of Duty stuff or anything like that.
No.
So, like, what games could it be? Like, okay, Mario Odyssey, I'd definitely be on board for that. I mean, it's kind of weird looking, but Mario games have been pretty good.
I'm just not a fan of Mario games. Like, they've never really.
You played Mario Sunshine, didn't you? Like
I enjoyed Sunshine, but like that's kind of it. You know, like I acknowledge that like they're good games, and I don't know. I just get bored whenever I'm playing them. You know, but like I can see the value there. Like I'm not like this game is shit. I'm just like, yeah. I just kind of lose interest.
Okay, all right. Well, I think a Metroid would be good to see. I want to see Super Smash Brothers. I like to see not necessarily a remake, like just a port of that from the Wii U come over to the Switch. I think I'd like to play some Smash Brothers on the Switch. I don't see myself getting into the Wii U and playing Smash Brothers, and I miss Smash Brothers for the Wii U. I'd like to play it for the Switch if it comes out.
What about a new Punch-Out?
Yeah.
Would you play that?
Yeah, Punch-Out I think would be okay. But I don't know if I'm really going to... See, this is the other thing, too. If they're going to focus on these games that have the movement of the Switch, I don't know if I really care for that. Like, I'm not that concerned. If it's going to be games I could just play, like Link, you know, okay,
like Zelda.
I'm good for that. For Zelda,
yeah,
I'm good for that. If it's going to be like ARMS, like, I'm not that interested in ARMS.
What is ARMS?
The fighting game. Where
they dropped that along with
I think that just
Legend
came out.
of Zelda.
No, it didn't come out with Legend of Zelda. It came out. It just recently came out.
Because I know it was like we're gonna drop Zelda and we're gonna drop all these other games, and ARMS was one of them.
Yeah,
I've never heard of this.
ARMS is a fighting game where you use the movement sticks and like you punch, and then the arms go stretch out super long, and they like kind of you can like twist them and they can like come around and stuff, and it's like
Tim.
a fighting game.
No, Tim, don't get too excited.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I love this job.
Yeah.
I'll run right out to GameStop right now.
So ARMS is not something I was that interested in, but for me, if I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm really gonna invest and buy games with the Switch, like I just want to see more, I guess, platformers and maybe more stuff like Zelda or something that can come to the Switch that I can play on the go, that I could just, you know, play portably. Like I've actually been enjoying playing portably. Because a lot of times my kids will take up my TV, so I'll grab the Switch and I'm playing Zelda. Yeah, so that's not been so bad. But I feel like after I'm done with Zelda, I'm done with the Switch until
something else happens.
Yeah, until something else happens. So I'm curious to see what Nintendo does, and them too. Like they have consistently let people down with Wii and Wii U. About the games that have come out for it, about the use of all this new technology that they have, and it's been shit, in my opinion. Like shit. Like Wii U, like I know I've heard some people say, well, Wii U's got some good games to it. And maybe it does, but
maybe
I don't
they
give a
do,
shit.
but yeah.
I don't give a shit. No. I don't give a shit about the Wii. I don't give a shit about the Wii U. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo even gives a fuck.
Yeah, they stopped production of Wii U, and they're just kind of focused on Switch, which is what they should do.
Because they were jumping around. They were focusing on, was it the classic NES?
Yeah.
That was their biggest thing. Their biggest
for a little while, yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see some Donkey Kong stuff. I would like to see Metroid, and I would like to see something about the Virtual Console. I want to know what that's going to be about. If what kind of games can I get for that? Because like I've heard that what they're doing is they are going to do with their pass. So what they've released, I think a year subscription for the online service is going to be like $20 a month. I think that's what they're saying. And honestly, they still haven't got any online stuff. There's no internet browser. There's
nothing to do on the Switch but play Zelda.
But play Zelda.
That's it.
Yeah, unless you want to play some of the other independents or whatever other games they have on there. That if you go to the Nintendo store, there's a bunch of games, but it's like
I mean, in my Switch, I haven't touched it in a while, and I touched it recently because.
Did you beat Zelda?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, how far are you gotten?
I've finished one of the Divine Beasts.
Oh, you just
Dungeon
at one?
thing.
I'm working on the third one right
But
now.
I have not been chasing after like objectives. I've been finding Korok seeds. Have been like, yeah.
Yeah, I've found a good bit of them, but I've done.
I've got like an amazing inventory space right now.
Yeah.
And I, just kind of found the dude who can do that. And then so it's like, okay, now I'm like making my way out to my second Divine Beast. But I haven't played it in a little while. And then recently, Mallory was watching the new season of Orange is the New Black. And so
Yeah.
she was just kind of taking up the TV. And that was when I was like, oh, I guess I'll play the Switch. That's pretty much how that happened.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've gotten 2 of the 4, and I'm working on the third one. It's like a air one where I got to fly somewhere.
I'm trying to go to him now. Like
Oh, okay.
I know who's where. And I was like, well, I'm going to go to him because I like his little ability to launch yourself into the air.
Yeah.
That way I can find more Korok seeds. Like that's the reason why.
It's all about the Korok.
That is
seeds.
exactly what it is.
So, all right. Well, again with Nintendo, I just want to see more stuff like that. All this like independent stuff. I don't want to shit on independents, but I don't. That's not my lane. I know like Eric, that dude will pick up any weird title, independent title, whatever. He'll buy it and play it. And
I mean, he seems like the kind
great.
of guy who's at GameStop like once a week.
Well, when he had money. I mean, now things are tough.
He's probably still there, just looking.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of go more for the AAA stuff, like the big titles. I'll play that because I mean, I only got so much time to play
Right,
games
yeah.
nowadays that it's
Yeah.
just like I'm gonna pick what games I want, and if Nintendo is just gonna stay with these little $30 games here or there, I'm probably gonna lose interest. Maybe my kids, my Switch will be a Minecraft system for Eva.
Most likely.
That's what it's been right now.
Yeah.
She's just been grinding Minecraft, so she loves it. Whatever. Yeah. So, Sony. What are you wanting to hear from Sony?
God of War 4.
What about Borderlands 3?
I mean, that's not an exclusive, is it?
No, but we could talk outside of exclusives too. But I think
Yeah, I would be
Borderlands-
excited for more information on Borderlands.
Borderlands, I think, might pop up on the Sony stage. That's what
I don't know.
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm thinking.
I would like to hear more about Borderlands 3, and I would like to hear more about the Square Enix Marvel collab.
Yeah.
I want more information on that.
I don't know.
Just
if we'll
because
get it.
I'm a Marvel geek. I doubt it.
I think we might get it next year.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's what
I think
I was
they
about to
gave out
say.
like, this is happening, and then it's like, shh.
Yeah. And when I'm on my deathbed, it'll be
Yeah.
like, all right, here it is.
The Kingdom Hearts fucking 3. They just finally
That shit's
released a
been-
trailer.
I know. I've totally lost it. Like the amount of time
Yes.
since when I was into Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and I was like, man, this shit's awesome. When's 3 gonna happen? Now I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck.
I seen them. They had a meme that showed like when I played Kingdom Hearts 1, it showed a little kid. When I played Kingdom Hearts 2, it showed a teenager. And it showed when I played Kingdom Hearts 3, and it showed like a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, that's where it's at right now.
Yep.
Well, they kept releasing those like ridiculous handheld releases, like Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Memory of Chains 2.0 beta, and I was
And-
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
is
and I
so-
just like, god damn
And
it.
you know what? I hear 3 is supposed to have some kind of remnants of off the story of like Kingdom Hearts 2.8
Yeah,
that
no,
came out.
and
like,
that's the
just
thing.
recently.
It's like the
Yeah.
the story has gotten so just fucking bonkers, and like I have no idea who's who. They have so many characters now, and there's just so much weird shit, and everybody just like whenever they're talking about just events, they all speak really cryptically. So I never understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And the game for me, what drives me is just like the mechanics are fun. But it's not because I can barely understand the fucking plot. And it's just like the darkness, Riku, and I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, pretty much.
Well, what I've seen so far is the gameplay looks very similar to 2. It looks like a little more with the aerial combat, where they showed Sora like do a lot more like flying
like
around,
zipping
doing
around and
stuff.
shit, yeah.
And like some of the bosses, they like look like one boss is this huge guy that's on the edge of a cliff, and you're like flying over there fighting him or whatever. Like,
Well, I'm pretty sure Disney has kind of like stepped back and kind of let Square take the reins.
yeah,
Because you can tell in the first game, it's very much so Disney and Square. It's very simple. It's fun. It's kind of upbeat. But now you can kind of see it starting to shift in the second game, right? Things are getting a little complicated. The plot's getting pretty dense and twisted.
I don't even think there was really in the second Kingdom Hearts. Was there any villains that were like? Most of the villains weren't really Disney characters, right? It was kind of like those nobodies, and it was these like kind of Asian type characters, like the long hair.
That's what I'm talking. Like a lot of the characters now are not Disney related. It's all these weird, very anime-ish style guys. Who, and it's kind of. It's just lost in its own web of just plot, and it just doesn't make any sense anymore.
You was on to say something?
I did.
Sure.
First off, just let it be known that I don't give two shits about Kingdom Hearts. I'm just throwing that out there. But I was just curious to see you guys' thoughts on, since now that they're putting out the new Kingdom Hearts, and Disney has, not recently, but had acquired the Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
If they're going to make an appearance?
Yeah. You think maybe they might
might
throw that in a little bit?
I don't know. They might, but I tell you this: it looked like they're bringing back the villains of Maleficent and Big Pete. They're gonna be a part in this story, and then the villains from 2, the guys with the gray hair and all that. They look like with the nobodies or whatever. Yeah. And Ruxus was also mentioned in the like.
Oh yeah.
He was also mentioned in this trailer for the third game. Yeah. So all of that is kind of coming back in here. Now, as far as the superhero stuff in the trailer, they didn't show anything, but I feel pretty certain that it's going to be
someone's going to make a cameo.
I think they got to.
Yeah, because they're just too big.
Yeah, you can't skip that. You've got to have a planet of the Avengers, and you got to have a planet for Star Wars.
And that would maybe be enough for me to check it out. Because I just fucking love Marvel.
Yeah, that would be great. But
if I found out there would be like a Marvel planet, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to check it out.
There's a new Battlefront 2 Star Wars game coming out.
I saw that. I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw that it was out.
It's actually, like they said, apparently there was a complaint about the first Battlefront didn't really have any story to it whatsoever. So this Battlefront is going to have a story that links The Last Jedi, the new movie coming out.
Oh, last movie.
Yeah, the new movie.
I haven't seen any of the new movies.
The A New Hope, I think, was the last movie they did, right? Other than Rogue One, but that wasn't really.
You're talking about the Force Awakens.
I'm sorry, the Force Awakens. I'm saying New Hope is the first one.
Yeah, because Rogue One is what links.
Yeah, Rogue One is something completely separate. It's in between. It's like in between
3 and 4.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rogue One the one with Donnie Yen?
Yes.
That's the only one I wanted to see. And because it had Donnie Yen.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I did see The Force Awakens. I did see that one.
I've heard they're all really good. Like the new ones with Disney, I heard they're fucking great.
So you're saying this one will link The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi?
Yeah, so this game will. That's what they were saying on the E3 stage, because EA is going to be doing this, is publishing this game. And so that's that's basically what they've been saying. The recording's coming up weird.
I just noticed that something happened with the sound.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure what that was.
You hear me okay now, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so.
it seems
right.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
all types of technical difficulties today.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out after this is done when I go back and clean things up and listen. I'm gonna be like, "Fuck!"
There you go. Just that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So, but no, the new battle. I've never been much into Star Wars. That's
not my thing.
I like the movies and I'll watch the movies, but I'm not the diehard. I got to be in the theaters that weekend. Not like I do like Wonder Woman. I saw that one.
I really wanted to see.
I'm a big fan of DC. I like DC more than Marvel. I'm more of a DC guy. So I'm hoping that these movies come out right, but that's something different. The Battlefront game, though, it looked pretty cool from what I saw. I don't know if I'm really going to be one to pick it up.
I'm not.
But it looked cool. And for those who like that, I mean, it looks great, and it looks like it's going to have a bigger story focus. So have fun with that. You know?
Enjoy it. Let us know how it is. None of us are going to play it.
I've always been a big Star Wars fan.
Have you played any of the Battlefronts? Are you looking to do that?
Yeah, they were good when they first came out on like PS2. I mean, I played because, other than the multiplayer and the levels, you can find the Star Wars characters and you can play as them.
Is it mostly like, here's all the major characters, go in a big sandbox and kill each other? Is that because that was when I see stuff on it, that's the format I get, but I've never played it.
Kind of.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know before Disney had bought the Star Wars franchise, LucasArts,
Yeah.
they were working on a Star Wars game that was supposed to be a little bit darker. It was called Star Wars 1313,
Okay.
and you played as Boba Fett.
All right. I think I heard it.
And
Is he the bounty hunter guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is a bounty hunter guy. They still have a trailer out there on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it looks great. It's just that when Disney bought the franchise, they're just like, all
They
right,
scrapped it. Yeah.
bingo.
Um.
They just cut it down.
So, Sony, getting back on Sony and what we think they're gonna do, I kind of feel like I don't know if we'll see Spider-Man on it. I don't think Spider-Man's coming out this year.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out next year.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it'll be something.
I mean,
They
I would
might
be,
show
I would
something
be
this
surprised
year.
if they didn't show some new footage. Like they teased us a while back with what they currently had.
Yeah.
People have been waiting a while. I'd be surprised if they didn't show something.
Yeah, I guess they should show something. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. God of War would definitely be something that I think is going to be shown. Did they have a expected time, or has that been
I
released?
don't remember. I don't know.
I was way too excited to even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they said it, and honestly, they might just give like a month.
There's actually another.
They might just give you a quarter. I would
Yeah.
probably. They'd probably
yeah,
say.
yeah, it'd probably be
What
that.
quarter?
There's another exclusive that I'm hoping that's going to be at E3 for Sony, and that's Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
They are making a sequel
Yep.
to that.
Yeah. I heard that that's in the works, and I think it's going to focus more from the girls' perspective.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's going to be good, man. I mean, they knocked out the park with that game.
But I
think
feel
whatever
like
choice they
what
do-
made it so great is that it felt so open and shut.
Oh, okay. You don't like the idea of just them doing another story, regardless.
Yeah, like
I
don't know
never
where they're
played
gonna
it.
take
I plan on playing it. Like, I got a PlayStation 4. I'm going to buy the remastered
You can probably get it
version.
pretty cheap now.
Yeah, it's like $20.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy. I'm playing through Uncharted 4 right now because I like the Uncharted series. And
I
I've
never
played-
got into
I
it.
played 1, 2, and 3, and I haven't played 4 yet. So I'm going to play 4, and then I'm going to get Last of Us, and I'm going to play through that.
Isn't Last of Us made by the same company that
Naughty
does
Dog.
Uncharted?
Yeah.
Same company that also made Jack and Daxter.
Yeah. Isn't there some weird connection between Uncharted and Last of Us? There's like a newspaper you see, and the image in it's there's
Really?
something I don't remember, but there's some vague kind of like if you played Uncharted, you'd be like, oh. Or there's like something in Uncharted where you read a newspaper that talks about like a fungus or something like that, and The Last of Us is all about a fungus that causes all the shit. There's some kind of weird, like, and I felt
like
more.
an Easter egg.
It felt more like an Easter egg than like an actual connection. But
Okay.
there's something in there that just connected them in some way.
That
Yeah,
actually
'cause
sounds
it-
pretty
yeah, 'cause
cool.
I like
I'll
the-
have to try and keep a lookout as I'm playing through 4, and then when I go back and play that.
Yeah.
Like, I know all the
Because
Uncharted.
you made it sound like Nathan Drake looked at a newspaper article. Oh, something about a fungus. Huh.
You know what's
Weird.
funny? They
There's
actually
something
You're like,
like
oh
that.
shit, it's connected. I
Something
knew it.
like that.
There's a scene in the Uncharted game where like he's like Uncharted 4 picks up like he's a family man. He's not really out there doing the Indiana Jones type thing, and like he's with his wife, and they're sitting at home, and she's like kind of like, oh, what you want to do, whatever. And he's like, what is that little game you play that you racked up so many points on? And like, oh, this, and they turn on the system, and it's a PlayStation 1. And the PlayStation 1 opening comes up and everything, and it's Crash Bandicoot. And then you actually play Crash Bandicoot
for a little while.
in the game of Uncharted 4. Yeah.
It is a Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That would annoy me. I don't want
So-
to play Crash Bandicoot, man.
It's
I-
not
all of
long, and if you die a bunch, it's just done. Like it's like you're playing as him, and he's like, "Wait, how does this run?" And she's like, "You got to do it like this." And it was kind of cool. I think people who like Crash Bandicoot will probably have more of a like that
Well,
was awesome.
Yeah, well, probably just people who are a fan of Naughty Dog would be like, oh.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. You know what I'd like to hear out of this E3 conference, and I think it might happen on Sony's Devil May Cry. I think that's due.
That's way overdue.
I don't know, because like the 4 was a total flop. Everyone hated it. And then they did like revamped it by giving it to the other company, and that kind of flopped too. I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was good.
Wait, the one by Ninja Theory?
Yes.
I thought it did okay. I didn't think it flopped.
I mean, if you look up shit on it now,
Yeah.
you'd be hard pressed to find anything positive.
Well, see, this is the thing. You say that, but I mean, if that was the case, then why would they do a remaster? Because they did a remaster and re-released it for Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
I mean,
And they remastered 4.
yeah, they also, but that doesn't.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They did the same thing with 4, and 4 does not do well.
I think a lot of people just was like, I don't like Dante look emo, meh, and then they just shut the game
That's
off.
most of the shit that you'll read is just like, it's not Dante though, and I'm like, all right, but the game was fun. Like
Yeah.
the mechanics were really good. The
And it
fighting
still
was
had
fluid.
Dante's personality.
Yeah.
It was there.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I didn't think it was perfect. It was super cheesy, but it was kind of charming in that way.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a fan of the way Dante looked either, but get
I
over
didn't care
yourself.
either way.
It didn't
I mean,
matter.
look. Let's take a look at the Devil May Cry 3. The most popular Dante ever was a shirtless dude in a trench coat, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that's fucking retarded."
Yeah, that's really weird.
That was retarded. That was stupid as shit.
Yeah, that was a weird outfit for him to just have like these kind of like strap.
He had-
things
yeah,
in
the
his
straps.
trench coat.
Yep.
and it's just his like bare
Just
chest. It's
nipple
like,
showing.
is that's manly now?
Yes, that was retarded,
Okay.
and
That was Dante finding himself.
Yeah.
He had
And
to
that-
figure
He
out.
found himself.
that was the most well received Dante.
He walked into his homosexuality, and you know what? Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, he walked out of a closet to go fight his brother.
See, I still think 2 was it had its pros. Like it wasn't great, and it strayed away from the shit that made the first one and the third one really good.
Oh yeah.
But like, I really liked the atmosphere in 2.
Well, 2 was the one that got me started.
2 was the one we first started playing.
Yes.
2 is what got
Yeah,
you
that was
started?
where we.
Holy
that-
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had no idea about the franchise.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It was a buddy of ours. He had Devil May Cry 2. And so we picked up Devil May
Jeez.
Cry 2, and we were like, oh, this is awesome.
I remember
Bro.
we
then
thought.
we played 1 and was like, whoa, this is way better than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I first saw the commercial for Devil May Cry, I went and picked it up at Blockbuster. I was like, man, this game's amazing.
Yeah, see, the first one, I don't even think I knew it existed. I don't think we even knew about the franchise at all.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 2 is where we got started with it. And the
Well,
thing
the
is,
only reason
when
you-
you first see like this guy who's sword fighting and shooting guns, that was the first time I seen that
Yes.
in like a third party, like
Third person.
like
Yeah.
game. Like you see somebody who's gun wielding, sword fighting, and he's doing. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And 2 actually is a great entry point for people because basically it gives you all of Dante's stuff.
It was easier.
It
And
was easy.
It's easier.
It was easy.
It's easier, and that's actually a great first game to like slowly introduce somebody into the series.
One of my biggest problems with 2 was the auto targeting.
Yeah,
That was the biggest problem for me, because if I'm running down the street, all of a sudden there's an enemy at the top. I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna come to me. Nope, auto target.
yeah,
I'm like, I can't get off of this.
yeah.
No, I don't recall
Okay.
having issues like that. See, what I liked about 2.
Where in the first
Oh.
one, all you had to do, I'm sorry,
No,
all
no,
you
no.
had to do is hold the trigger, then you can auto target.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can free fly and just start hitting everything.
3 was the best one.
But
what
the-
you-
3 was the best one. But you see, the thing is, I think Ryan's still talking over
I'm
here.
sorry.
I was reaching for my beer. But,
Oh, okay.
But honestly, to answer your question of why y'all didn't hear the first Devil May Cry, is all the other shit that dropped around it.
Maybe.
As far as Metal Gear Solid 2,
Yep, that would have.
That
Grand
makes
Theft Auto 3,
Yeah.
you had Silent Hill 2,
Yeah, that
Soul
was
Reaver
like
2.
Silent Hill 2 was like the best Silent Hill, I think, right? Isn't it
You-
considered like the best one?
It's considered the most well-known Silent Hill because of Pyramid Head.
Yeah,
Good old
okay,
Pyramid
yeah.
Head, raping the
So
mannequins. Yep.
can you imagine all these PlayStation 2 exclusives, and you're just like, the
Oh,
only way
yeah,
you
here's
see
Devil
it,
May
you're like,
Cry.
oh, there's Devil May Cry. Oh shit, fucking Grand Theft Auto 3. Let me pick that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
So
sense.
you really didn't see
That does
it.
make sense.
The only reason I picked up Devil May Cry because I saw a commercial. I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and it's Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I liked most about 2 was that Dante, he just shut the fuck up. Like in 2, he's just like, I'm getting shit done, and he just
He
goes.
was an older Dante. too.
Exactly, and I like
Yeah,
that
the
because
only
in 1
one-
and 3 he's constantly making quips and really stupid jokes and all this
Yeah.
stuff, and in 2, someone it's like if someone jokes with him, he's just gonna shoot him. Like he's just
Yeah.
like, I'm not fucking around anymore, and I like that.
Yeah, the only thing I remember he said in that game was, "Don't talk, just die." I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be the future. and
Yeah,
he
he's
was
supposed to. He'd been
older,
doing this for a while.
And so like
The
that
future,
makes sense.
let's say it's supposed to be Devil May Cry in space.
Yeah.
Went into the fucking future.
Yeah. But Devil May Cry 2, that's 3's the best one. I didn't think 4 was that bad. I thought 4 was
It wasn't
okay.
that bad. It just wasn't that
It
good.
was that's exactly what it was. It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't that. Everyone
And-
was riding the high from 3, and then
Yeah.
4 dropped, and they were just like, pfft.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah,
of
because to me, what worked for Metal Gear Solid 2 did not work for Devil May Cry 4. Because I'm too focused on the main character being Dante. Now you incorporate.
Oh, that's true. They
new
introduced a new character,
Nero.
and that was people don't care about this motherfucker.
And
Yeah.
then Dante shows up and he's fucking all kinds of shit.
Oh
up.
yeah,
You're
that's
fighting
the other
him,
thing. Half of the game is Nero, and half of the game is Dante.
But you just go backwards.
You just exactly.
Yeah,
you just
you go
go
through the
back and you
same
fight the
levels
same
backwards.
It's
bosses.
fucking lazy.
yeah, that's
oh my
true.
god, was it lazy?
That's
you
true.
fought all the same bosses, but you killed them, and then you.
Well,
pretty
see,
much
yeah,
destroyed
Nero like beat them, and then Dante goes back and kills them.
Yeah,
It's fucking lazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty bogus.
yeah.
God.
Yep. So as far as Sony goes, definitely God of War. Looking forward to that. I would like to see them talk about Devil May Cry. That
Yeah,
would be pretty.
that
cool.
would catch my interest.
That,
Definitely.
that would be pretty cool to see that. Because I mean, I don't know what Capcom's got. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if another Street Fighter is. I mean, Street Fighter 5 came out.
Didn't it drop fairly recently?
I thought that was like. Was that last year?
I don't know.
If it's
Honestly, I
last
don't
year,
know.
then they probably got some time.
Last year it was the unfinished edition.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Street Fighter 5 came out and it was not finished. And a lot of people were
But
pissed.
they sent it out to you like, here, check this out. And you're like, this shit ain't finished. You damn right it's not finished.
yeah, we're going to...
This is just a taste.
I think they were rushing to get it out for like Evo tournaments because it was like the biggest like Evo turnout was Street Fighter 5.
Because
So-
Killer Instinct was already out.
Because
and people were going to
esports is becoming a big thing now, and like fighting games, shooting games, all this kind of stuff, as sports games.
I'm about to say that, and I know Mortal Kombat X dropped last year, so they
No.
they were trying to.
Was it the year before? Or was it last year? I thought
It
it was
had
the
to be
year
either-
before.
was it? Because I know that dropped, and it's like, all right, we got to hurry up and put the Street Fighter game
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I think Mortal Kombat X dropped out 2 years ago. I think it's.
Was it
I,
two?
I think it's 2
It
years.
feels like it's older than that.
Yeah, I don't think it came out last year.
Or am I thinking about XL?
Yeah,
XL
XL.
dropped
XL probably dropped, and that was just X with all the extra stuff.
Right.
And XL, I think, probably came out last year. Street Fighter 5 came out, and then you got Tech. Well, now you've got Injustice 2, and that's taking everybody by storm. And you have Tekken, and Tekken got a huge rating, like a 9.5. I seen out of IGN,
Wow, really?
which is
Holy
like
shit.
pretty high.
I've been seeing it whenever I get on PlayStation Network. It's just like Tekken, buy this shit, and I was like, all right,
Yeah,
move
yeah,
along.
but Tekken 7 is apparently like fantastic, great rating. So I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom maybe kind of rolls up their sleeves. Maybe there's a I say that Marvel vs. Capcom is actually the game they're working on now. I didn't think
Yeah,
about that.
Infinity. or
Yeah,
something like
Infinite
that.
or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So the new Marvel vs. Capcom. That looks to be interesting. I'm excited for that. I especially like the trailer where you had Sigma basically working together from Mega Man, and he's working with Ultron from the Marvel Universe.
Huh.
That's a cool team.
They combine.
Yeah, they combine.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
it-
fucking Power
yeah.
Rangers?
basically.
Well, I would say
guess.
like the fusion dance, but you know,
Yeah,
we could- all right, we can go
What is
with
that, Dragon Ball Z? I don't know what the fusion dance
I
is.
think so. Is that the one where they're like,
Boy,
They gotta touch
Oh,
fingers like at the
that's where they touch penis tips and they morph into one.
That's a good question.
Yep. But so I would think there's a fighting game like so. I'm hoping E3 might get a little more because I think Marvel's Capcom Infinite is supposed to drop in September. So I won't be surprised if E3 is a way to show because they haven't really shown much of anything. They haven't released of the character roster, other than like a handful of characters that they
I saw a
showed in the
few, but like
videos.
the people you would definitely expect.
There has been a couple articles around there like, oh, we got the leak, like, oh, these are the characters, but nothing's been confirmed by Capcom yet. So no clue really as to who the characters may be. But I'm looking forward to that as a fighting game. Microsoft, I don't think they're going to be doing anything with Halo. I heard that they said they're not supposed to be putting any Halo stuff out. Still might, but I heard Halo 6, it'll probably be something announced next year or something like that.
What about Destiny 2?
Yeah, I was going to say
Now, Destiny 2 is a big one, but that's not going to be exclusive. But it's
that's right.
But
yeah.
Sony PlayStation actually has a partnership with them where, like, the first Destiny, they got all this, like, oh, if you get it on PlayStation, you get these exclusive weapons and you can get these exclusive stuff that came to Xbox like a year later. So Xbox had to wait.
Wow.
PlayStation, and then this Destiny 2 is going to get a new strike. That like a strike that's, I say a new strike. It's going to be a strike that's not going to be available.
It's going to be an exclusive strike.
It's going to be an exclusive strike. Now, strike is basically like,
It's like a mission. It's like a raid.
well, it's a step down from a raid, but a step up from a regular mission. Like strikes are basically, they always end in boss battles, right? Where raids are like these epic
Ridiculous
things
boss
that
battles,
they have boss battles, but there's more to it, and it takes like 6 people to do.
Yeah.
Strikes take about 3, and like you can have sometimes you can do it by yourself.
That's
if you're
all I
strong
ever
enough.
did on the first one. I
Yeah.
never did a raid.
So, but I want to get Destiny. I hope you get Destiny. And Eric said he'd get Destiny, and they got Dewan. He gets Destiny, and they're all getting it for PlayStation 4. So if everybody gets it for the PlayStation 4, we might have a little raid crew.
Ryan
needs to go get a PlayStation.
Blow for Destiny?
Yeah.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah.
Shove it up your
You,
big
you,
fat
you were
ass.
just saying that you're getting a PlayStation 4. You're going to be jumping
Why don't you
ship.
take your love and shove it up your big fat ass?
Hey,
Yeah, God of War
Ryan.
4.
Ryan.
Takes 2 to firestorm.
It sure does.
But Destiny 2, I'm sure they'll release some stuff. I don't know if they're really going to go too crazy on E3 with Destiny 2 because they've already been dropping a lot.
It is
of
already
stuff.
a lot. That's why
Yeah.
I was like,
So I don't know if Destiny 2 is really going to be that big of a thing to talk about, but it will probably be on the Sony stage if they're going to talk about it. But Destiny 2, I like to get on. I really like Destiny. I played the hell out of it for Xbox.
Oh, I would like some information on whatever the next Fallout's going to be.
You think Fallout might be announced? How long has it been since?
Probably not.
How long has it been since the last Fallout?
Am I the only one who plays Fallout? I'm looking at Ryan. He's the one who remembers all the dates and everything.
Yeah. Did you play Fallout?
Fallout is not my cup of tea, baby.
Fucking idiot.
Whoa, hey. It's not a good game.
I can't remember.
All right. Well, that's cool. I guess that'll about do it for our E3 talk. I think now we'll get into Would You Rather segment. I don't have any music for this one yet or any type of intro. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get stuff for all of them, but it'll take time. So whenever I get a chance. Anyway, I thought I'd have my Saturday free. Did not. Chauffeur Tina around Friday and Saturday.
Wonderful.
Yep. So, and then she took forever because she got a new job, so she's trying to get some new clothes and stuff. And since she's a midget, she can't get clothes anywhere because like
Okay,
they don't have
for
her
disclaimer, she's not literally a midget.
size. Technically, yes.
Oh, is she actually like
4'10"
legally?
is legally a midget.
She's 4'10".
Okay.
She's 4'10".
Never mind. Never mind.
She's dwarf.
Yeah, she's dwarf. Maybe
Is
not
she,
midget.
like-
she's dwarf.
Like,
Yeah.
you legally married a hobbit.
Yes,
Holy shit.
I did.
Got them hairy feet.
Nope,
Yeah, I was about to say.
does not. So
She may be a hobbit.
She like to eat like a lot. She eat like
Did
8
she-
meals a day.
Does she live in a hole in the ground?
it's living on the ground.
Is she like horrified
Oh,
of
yeah,
adventure?
Kanye West. Are you telling me that I married a hobbit?
Please never marry no hobbit.
So, all right. Who wants to start off the Would You Rather? So we can finish up this episode.
I love how he's looking at me.
Of course.
Because I know I always got something crazy.
I just found out we were doing this like an hour ago. So
Sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need a little bit of
yeah.
time to finish.
Sure. Take your time. Take your time.
Figure something
I think
out.
I got one going. I think I got one ready, but I'm going to let Ryan go first.
No, you go.
Oh shit! All right, because I have one, but it was I couldn't remember the second part
No, I
of
was
it.
about to say something too. Like, would you rather marry a hobbit? But Seth already did that. No, Tina's awesome.
Yeah.
She is great.
All right, so mine was: would you rather? The only way you can speak or communicate to people is through Mario sayings. All right,
Like, waha!
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a me, Mario. I like the spaghetti.
I don't think he's ever said that, man. That's not. That's not a
I
good
think
example.
he might have.
No.
But you've got to talk.
I
through
think the only words he's ever said are "It's a me, Mario."
Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. Would you rather talk like that so you can say different words?
You just have to add like that inflection to it.
No, well, yeah, but you also have to always talk in catchphrases. So all of his catchphrases.
I'd just be mute. I'd just go monk, man.
Or the only way you could talk is like a Pokemon.
So I'd be like, Tim. Tim, Timothy, Timmy.
Yes. Yes. So now, which one do you choose?
I'd talk like a Pokemon.
I am Groot.
Oh, you're looking at me.
Yeah,
All right.
it's your turn. What would you rather?
Honestly, I would hate to keep saying my fucking name over and over again.
Ryan.
I would run out of catchphrases. Like I can tell you right now. So I had to go the Pokemon route.
Yeah, so you can only talk in his catchphrases. You can't just like communicate normally because then of course it's like, oh well, it'll be Mario because then I can still communicate. No, you have to be like when you come in, he's like, it's a me, Mario. And then like somebody's like, hey Ryan, you want to go see this movie? Like, wah! Wahoo!
That kind of shit. Yeah. I like to think my life is already like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and speak like Mario. Hey Ryan, hungry?
You got the spaghetti.
Mario's never said that shit.
I don't think he's ever
What's wrong
said
with you
spaghetti.
people?
I don't think so.
Well, he says it now.
All you can say is wah!
Yeah, that's it.
It's me, Mario. Or when you walk into a room, you can be like, "It's Mario time," because he says that.
He does
He
say
definitely
that.
say that in the games.
That's-
It's Mario time.
They're like,
damn
they're like,
shit.
Ryan, we ran out of beer.
yeah, that.
I think I'd rather do that.
I think I'm gonna have to go the Mario route too. 'Cause
See?
I think it's just much more
against
fun
one.
to just you have fun catchphrases in different scenarios. Where like if you're just like set. I don't know. Either one.
Groot gets by, so I figure
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
all right.
true. That's true. Groot does get by, but he gets to say, "I am Groot." So I can give you that. Do you want to say, "I am Tim"?
I don't give a shit, man.
Tim. I am Tim.
And it's
Tim,
funny,
Tim.
all the women think that shit's adorable. I am Groot. Oh, it's fucking Groot. I'm totally bone his wood.
But I mean, he's also a big creature, and then he's like a little cute thing now. So you're just a normal person running around saying your name.
Right. I look like a big fucking doofus.
All right, Ryan, your turn. What you got? Can you say it in Mario speak? Yahoo!
Takes two to firestorm.
Come on, Ryan.
That's funny. One of them has something to do with that. Oh, God. All right. Would you rather... you know the two characters that come together to do Firestorm?
Hold on a second. Go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather be that other kid with the professor that combines to do Firestorm, but the only way you can Firestorm is by docking, and you both have to go, it takes two to Firestorm.
Okay.
Or you rather play any of the Fallout games?
Oh. That's
Fallout.
That was easy.
That's
so
weird.
you rather die.
I fucking hate Fallout.
Okay, wait. What's wrong with Fallout though?
Fallout is terrible.
Why?
It's terrible.
That's not a reason. This is like one of my favorite games. Why is it terrible?
It's just awful.
He has no idea why it's awful.
Gross.
Which ones have you played?
I've played 2 of them.
Which ones?
2 and 3.
Okay, I started at 3. I didn't play the ones before 3.
Just saying.
3 was fucking fantastic. 3 is like the best one.
3 was horrific.
Why?
It just didn't make any sense to me. It's just like, okay, what am I doing? Okay, there's nothing to do. All right. Is that Liam
There
Neeson?
is a shit ton of things to do.
I just puked.
He'd rather get docked.
Yeah. It takes 2 to firestorm.
Takes 2 to firestorm.
All right.
All right, Tim, what's yours?
Shit.
I really just had nothing for any of that.
Yeah, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
Yeah, I meant to tell you all that earlier and I forgot about it. That's my fault. I thought I had another one too, and I just forgot all the ones that I had planned. So,
All right. Would you rather?
hey, you can hear the rain.
Yeah, I can hear the rain coming through. Would you rather have to play like just all any games from here on out has to be played with those bongo drums that we were talking about earlier?
I think I know what I'm about to choose.
I know it's already like you just want to play with bongo drums.
Next
Or-
one doesn't matter.
I don't know shit. Or
Every game has
or
to be with the
every
movement
game
controls.
or every game has to be like that
oh.
that virtual reality thing that you were talking about a couple episodes back,
Oh, okay.
where you're like on a track.
Well, see, the problem with this one is either one is going to reduce the amount of games I play significantly. So, like the bongo drums will be funny and amusing for like maybe a couple of days, and then it's
Maybe
like
a couple of hours.
Yeah,
maybe a couple of hours. I'm
get to
being
a couple of
generous with
days.
days. The virtual reality, I can play longer as far as like years, but like I'm not gonna play like once a month. I might like, all right, let me put this on and let me do this.
Yeah, they have like a
and-
whole room dedicated to
yeah,
that shit.
yeah. So I guess I'll go virtual reality. You're playing with the bongos.
So I can be annoying as shit. With
Yeah.
it.
I was gonna say I was gonna go with the bongos. I was gonna go with the bongos.
That's a shame. All right.
It's like, what are you playing, right? Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, playing Call of Duty.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Somebody's knocking on my door. You better not be playing the bongos. No, I'm jerking off. I'm playing the bongos.
well, we'll switch off from this and we'll end up with. I'm gonna test something here. So we're gonna see if it works because since this episode's full of
It's already totally fucked.
that's
with-
fucked. But you know what? That's
We-
fine.
We doing this on purpose, people, to kind of change it up a bit.
Let's see if this works.
What is that?
You getting a call, man? Everything all right over there?
Calling Eric, and I'm seeing if it'll come through on this. If it'll work the way I'm thinking. If he'll answer, motherfucker.
He's gonna fucking regret it.
Nope. Don't sound like it.
Eric, you loser.
Yep. All right. Well, anyways, maybe he'll call me back. But, so with the weight loss challenge, I just recently weighed myself. But again, I'm not sure how accurate it is, but I'm down to like the 240s.
Where did
So-
you start at? I don't remember the starting weight.
272.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm in the 240s.
So what is that, 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot.
I've been doing jogging and stuff. Although I didn't get done today or Friday.
You son of
But
a
I did
bitch.
it Saturday. Today, though, I went outside and washed the shit out of that big ass truck and my car, and like been dealing with all types of shit. But my diet has been like very well. I've been eating like fish or chicken breast. I've been staying away from a lot of different stuff. I've been staying away from bread. I've been staying away from carbs. I've been staying away from sweets. I've been all that stuff.
Does it make you want it?
No, actually, I've been feeling better.
I was going to
recently.
say, actually, once you get out of that as your routine,
Yeah.
it doesn't take long for you to not want to go back
Now
to it.
I did get these. I was going to show you this.
I'm about to say congrats. Now go have a cookie.
I brought you some.
Yeah.
They only 70 calories.
I got these.
I don't know what this is. What am I looking at? Celsius. Is this like sparkling water?
No.
Oh, it said sparkling wild.
It's like a type of energy drink.
Oh man, that's cool. Healthy energy, accelerates metabolism, burns body fat, grows a vagina.
There you go. Growing
Cool.
myself a vagina.
Cool, man.
But I've been drinking these that is supposed to accelerate your metabolism and help burn fat. So before the work day in the morning, I've been drinking one of these.
Do they taste good?
They taste okay. The grape one is pretty gross. I'm just going to suffer through that.
gotta
The
down
berry
it.
one was pretty good, and I haven't tried this one yet.
Here we go.
Peach mango green tea. So it's the Celsius drinks. I just found them at Smoothie King, and so I bought like a case.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper that way. Because Smoothie King will charge you $4.
Oh,
They charge
yeah.
$4 for that.
I believe it.
Yeah, Smoothie King.
Smoothie King is outrageous.
Yeah, so you've been at least eating 3 meals a day.
So yeah, I have. I've been working on it. Like in the mornings, I have oatmeal and stuff like that. Or like when I have more time, I'll cook maybe an egg and have some grilled chicken or something like that. And have some,
Boiled eggs is not so bad either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just boil like a big, like 6 or 7 at a time. Keep them in the refrigerator and then just grab them and go.
Snack on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been eating a lot more like fruits and vegetables. So I've been doing more carrots and broccoli. Whenever I go to Smoothie King, I'll get a kale smoothie. That's what I've been getting. Kale.
I get
smoothies.
that fucking 40-ounce vanilla Hulk.
Yeah, that's not good for me.
No, I can't,
That
no.
put too much weight back on me that I'm not really working out to process that into muscle. And so I'm really just trying to lose weight. So I've been getting anything like kale, the mango kale smoothies. I just tried that one today. It was pretty good. I'll drink that, and that'll be like my meal. I have that for lunch.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then like yesterday, I had a smoothie. And in the morning, Tina cooked breakfast. So I had some eggs. Tina had got some breakfast sausage. And I had a little bit of that because according to the pack, it was fairly low in calories, low in carbs, and it wasn't really that bad.
Wait. Which smoothie have you been
So then I
substituting as
went,
a meal?
and then what I've been eating, like yesterday for lunch, I had the kale carrot dream. That was one.
Is that a meal replacement?
Basically, yeah, for lunch. I've been having that.
No, like is it considered a meal replacement?
Yeah, Smoothie King's is supposed to be your meal, like a
All right,
smoothie.
is it a MR? Meal replacement.
Are they supposed to be labeled?
Is it supposed to be? I don't know. Am I using it as one? Yes.
If it is a meal replacement, then okay, that's fine because it has everything that you need. If you're
Yeah.
just having a small smoothie as a meal replacing something, then no, that's not even good.
But I'm saying, do you know if like at Smoothie King are they labeled as
Yes.
meal? Oh, see, I never knew that.
If you look up at the top, you'll see the golden labels of MR.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look for that next time.
Okay,
I go.
well, I'm gonna look for that. That's actually, I'm glad you said that because I don't know if it is.
Like for instance, a good meal replacement is the Gladiator.
Okay.
The Gladiator is it's 45 grams of protein, no carbs. No carbs whatsoever.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that next time because I did not know that. That's actually interesting. So I had that. I had the carrot kale dream. That's what I had, like a 20 ounce of that. And then when I got home, I made a salad.
I've had that one before. Yeah, I have had that one before.
I made like a
it
Caesar
has
salad.
carrots, and it's not a meal replacement.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Then that's good. But I mean, it filled me up for what I needed. And then I came home and I made a decent sized salad, and I had cooked some salmon. I just grilled it, and then I cut it up and I put all the salmon in the salad with some carrots and a little bit of Caesar dressing, and then that's what I had for like supper. And then I just drink some water. Just drink a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water. That's kind of what I've been doing.
Have you set yourself like a cheat day or anything like that?
Not exactly. No, but I did cheat a little today, and I did it on purpose.
You're about to cheat some more when you eat this goddamn cookies.
I had a coffee with Tina. It was a small coffee.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, it was a small blended coffee.
There's nothing wrong with coffee. Is actually good for you.
Well, it's
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, why are you freaking out?
yeah, no, it's the blended coffee with all the sweet syrupy stuff.
Motherfucker!
So, like, coffee is not necessarily bad for you, but when you have the blended kind, it has all that extra syrupy stuff in it. That's not really
Starbucks
good for
had that like, it was like the unicorn or like the rainbow coffee, and it was like fucking horrible. It
Thanks
had like
for that, Speed Racer. That picked up. But so I had that this morning, which wasn't exactly, I guess, that much of a cheat, but it's definitely like I've been staying away from a lot of the heavy sugar stuff.
It's
I'm
pretty
definitely
much
having sugar, but I've cut down significantly on the amount of sugar I have. And the sugars that I do have are like from fruit. So it's like good sugars.
Natural sugar.
Yeah, natural sugars. So and that's what's helped. And then, Monday through Thursday, how you're familiar with how I work. So I'm loading trucks, I'm driving, making stacks.
Just snacking.
Yeah, so I'm snacking, but I've been keeping my snacking under control. I haven't been starving myself, but I have been being careful about what I snack on. It's been more fruits. It's been more like carrots and broccoli snacks. And then like what I'm doing is whatever Tina cooks for dinner, I skip that. Like I'll eat a salad. And then I'll take whatever she cooks for dinner and bring it as lunch. So I'm having it in the middle of the day. That way I'm working it off during the workday.
Right.
So that's kind of a little bit of the stuff I've been doing. So I tried to call Eric, but it didn't pick up. I didn't even know if it would work the way I was hoping either. So I was going to do it as a test.
He's probably too busy like getting it right now.
It's
fucking losing some weight.
Yeah.
Well, he will lose
That's
calories
his
that
exercise.
way.
He's just sitting there like, whack, 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 whack.
Him and Kevin over there, and they're saying it takes two to fire store.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Kevin, so you got to see the video.
Yes.
Did you watch the video?
I did not. Get a
It's
chance to
amazing.
watch it. It is actually it came out pretty good.
It came out pretty
Cool,
decent.
cool.
We'll watch it after this recording.
Seth and
Yeah,
I were
And then,
laughing
like,
hysterically.
I'm going to try and make sure there's a couple things I want them to touch up, and then we'll release it on YouTube.
Okay.
And then the next episode is going to be Mario's Underwater Jambalaya. And Tim, you're going to feature in on that. So I'm still exactly not sure how I want to do the recording for the next. So we'll figure it out. But we're making it work, making it happen. I'm kind of happy with how that it came out better than I expected. It's not like high quality, like great. It is rough, but it's much better than what I thought it was going to be. Especially with the camera shutting down all those different times.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this
Yeah,
was
that
going
was
to be
bad.
a travesty. And he cleaned it up to a way that it's like, okay, that's pretty cool.
There were some things in there that made me laugh pretty hard.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think that's about it. Does anybody have anything left to say? E3 wise or anything else?
I love my wife.
Okay. And you. Wah! Woohoo! Yahoo! Wow! All right, we're out.